Pop, snip, snap, snort. Pop, snip, snap, snort. Pop, snip, snap, snort. Pop, snip, snap, snort. And fun, fudge, yacht. 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 And fun, fudge, yacht.
We had to throw the wool across everywhere, telling everyone their names and what their favourite colours were. And then there was a big spider web, and it was really funny. I was next to Margaret. So when we went and made the badges, I went and made one for her. And when she was younger, she got a bike from her school and she rode it everywhere.
You get it 11 and when you finish school, you give it back. Different colours, yes, you know which is yours. They had numbers on them anyway.
I just like there was cows and she was scared of them.
They're bigger than me. They're big old things. Go, shoo, shoo, shoo. For the best. Because they butt you. They never did, but I always feel like they're going to. They put that look in their eye, you know.
I think I might have been 11 when I first went to hospital. I had rheumatic fever. When I was ill, I wanted a doll. I eventually got one and my mother knitted all bright red clothes for it. I lived near Hampton Court in London. I won this doll at a fair. It was really lovely. In the end, I gave it to the hospital for the children. That was a very happy doll.
I'm the same age as Leo was when he was doing his favourite hobby. He finds his wheelbarrow and picks up all the bricks and puts it into the wheelbarrow.
The barrow was not a barrow as we know it. It was a flat one. My father used to make a lot of money growing strawberries.
Brilliantly massive strawberries.
And I used to help to pull the strawberries, put on the barrow, taking it to the end of the field and try to weigh some of them off, you know.
We'd been skating on the pond down the lane from where we lived. Model Lane, we called it.
It was her brother and her sister's idea.
It was then that we gathered up the twigs, put them on the pond, then went home, we got some matches and set light to them on the pond. We heard the ice cracking. We ran off as quickly as we could because we thought we'd most probably fall in the pond.
Edie really liked swimming.
It was her favourite thing to do.
She did swimming after school and with her school, and her favourite person to do swimming with is Betty.
Oh, I went swimming a lot when I was young. Every day, I think, at holiday time.
At the park and inside most of the time.
It was one of the big ones in Bradford.
I was evacuated to Somerset, but it was lovely. It was all fresh air and open spaces. I like being up the tree. You could see more up there.
She goes behind a tree, and as she pops out in her superhero costume, she jumps on her skates.
And sit on the look and just push yourself off at the side and whizzes down the hill. I loved my roller skates.
Mixed up in the jam in the store. In the store. In the store. In the store. There was spam. Spam.
Well, with the children coming over, it just puts smiles on all their faces. They really enjoy talking about what they used to play when they were younger. And the children discussed what they play nowadays. You could just see the enlightenment in their faces. I think the children brought out the best in the adults, definitely.
We've made some songs, and which are very nice. I like the Weetabix song the best. Yeah, it was a funny song.
Been surprised with what they got up to. I would have thought that they would do more board games sort of type of things, not the sort of thing that you go outside and do much.
I was surprised as well because thinking about them now, I would have thought that they were good and they were learning, they were focused in school, but some of them were out and about. Tara said Doris and Nancy. I was surprised because Doris, she does everything basically.
She does everything. That's why we came out with the idea of superhero.
Nancy does everything that's naughty.
That's why her nickname's Naughty Nancy.
I would have thought that the residents would have just gone out and just played skipping or something like that, but they've done a lot more than that.
I've enjoyed doing a lot of activities and doing activities with some of the old people, and I've been having a lot of fun.
With a name for your frog, okay? And then I'm going to show you how you're going to race him. You
can't call all your frogs Terry. You're going to call. You can't. You have to call something like Ferdinand.
Mama Jig! Mama Jig! Mama Jig! Mama Jig!
The first week I was quite shy and I didn't really want to speak, so I was quite quiet with the adults, and if they spoke to me I'd give them one-word answers. But now I'll give them a big answer and I'll ask them questions, I'll speak to them and I'll interact with them more.
I enjoyed lots, like meeting the residents, getting to know everyone and getting to know what they did when they were our age.
Fun to talk to.
Doris had quite a few stories which were quite funny, like her roller skating into bushes and stuff.
Lucky there wasn't a lot of traffic then, because quite often when you got to the bottom of the hill, you came off into the road.
A lot of people wanted to know about Betty, because Betty always comes to her window and waves at everyone that walks into the school.
I would have loved to have gone swimming with Edie if I knew her when she was little. I think it would have been fun, except for if she pushed me in.
Fly!
From their personality, you can see what they'd be up to. You can tell with Nancy, the way when she says it, when she gets really excited, she can remember being that person who's always getting into trouble and then being all mischievous.
I'm still called it Naughty Nancy. Because if there was any problems or trouble anywhere, I always got the blame, whether I did the naughty things or not.